Okay, we're in Revelations, the 3rd chapter, in the 15th verse. It says, I know thy works, that thou art neither cold nor hot. Meaning you ain't just not dealing with it, or you is zealed up still in this truth. He said, I would that thou were cold or hot. He said, I wish you were cold or hot. He said, so then, because thou art lukewarm, some of you take this lightly, some of you are taking this lightly, like you're not really looking at our culture and coming back to being an Israelite, looking like an Israelite, operating as an Israelite, or operating according to, thus say the Most High, looking at everything and comparing it to these scriptures that you have learned. You ain't living like that. It says, because thou art lukewarm and neither cold nor hot, I will spew thee out of my mouth. He said he's going to spew you out of his mouth. What's coming out of his mouth? Because a lot of y'all don't fear. But look what's coming out of his mouth. Revelation 19 and 15. And out of his mouth goeth a sharp sword, that with this sharp sword, he should smite the nations. And we, 12 nations that make up one nation. And he shall rule them with a rod of iron. He gonna be like, I read to you. He gonna be destroying them. And I read to you in 2nd Ezra 13, 37, and 38. He gonna be speaking the law as he kill people and burn them up from their thoughts, from their speech, and from their actions. And he shall rule them with a rod of iron. That's the law of the Most High. And he treaded the winepress in the fierceness and wrath of almighty power. Understand this. So you don't be caught in the wrong perspective of being on the wrong side of the Mashiach Yahushua. I wouldn't if I was you. But you have those that's going to do what they do, how they want to do it. Jeremiah 50. Jeremiah 50 and 7. Jeremiah 50 and 7. All that found them have devoured them. Hear that? All that found us devoured us. And their adversaries said, our enemies, adversaries mean our enemies say what they say. We'll fear not, we ain't done nothing. We'll fear not, because they have sinned against the Most High. Hear that? Our enemies, our adversaries. Last I read, Deuteronomy 28:68 said, the Most High shall send you into Egypt, which means captivity, slavery, and bondage, again, another time, with ships. With ships. By the way where I spake unto thee, thou shalt see it no more again. And we ain't seen our homeland of Israel again, as a nation. And there, when you go on these ships, you shall be sold unto your enemies. For what? For bondmen, slave men, and bondwomen, slave women. And no man shall buy you. Buy means an old Quaker word, which means to save or redeem. Only the Most High gonna send a Mashiach Yahushua to deliver us with the angels, as we done read in this lesson. It says, all that found them have devoured them, and their adversaries, our enemies, said, we fear not. They devoured us, killing us. They said, we fear not. Ain't that what Zechariah 11 and 5 says too? Whose oppressors slay them and say, hold themselves not guilty. They say, we fear not. Listen, because they have sinned against the Most High. See? They think just because we sin against the Most High, they can do whatever they want to do. But oh no. Only these Edomites, the ones that went over and above the call of duty of punishing us, we offend not, they said, because they have sinned against the Most High. See, they know that. These nations know this. The habitation of justice, even the Most High, the hope of their fathers. See? That's why Ezekiel 39:23 says the same thing. They know this. See, we don't know. And even if they don't know these scriptures like this, they still bringing forth the scriptures as it is written. Because the Most High said just what they're going to do and what they're going to say. Ezekiel 39:23, and the heathen shall know that the house of Israel went into captivity. Why? For their iniquity. They just said what? We'll fear not. They being punished for the sin. They sinned against the Most High. The heathen know that we went into captivity for the sins against the Most High. For our iniquity. Because they trespassed against me. Therefore hid I my face from them and gave them into the hand of their enemies. Think about when the Most High's face was toward us. You ever thought about that? When the Most High's face was toward us, how we were blessed abundantly beyond our imagination. He said, we trespassed against me. Therefore hid I my face from them and gave them into the hand of their enemies. So fell they all by the sword. See that? It say, according to their uncleanness and according to their transgression have I done unto them, and hid my face from them. Therefore thus say the Most High Power, now I will bring again the captivity of Jacob, and have mercy upon the whole house of Israel, and will be zealous for my holy name. See, it ain't for us. He said he's going to be zealous for his holy name. His holy name. Like we ought to be thinking about it's all about us. It ain't all about us. He said for his, he's going to be zealous for my holy name. After that they have borne or carried their shame and all their trespasses whereby they have trespassed against me, sinning against the Most High, when they dwelt safely in their land and none made them afraid. That's when he was showing us mercies, man. It was beyond our imagination. When I have brought them again from the people and gathered them out of their enemies' lands, as we're in the enemies' lands now, in these last days, and am sanctified in them in the sight of many nations, then shall they know that I am the Most High, their power, which caused them to be led into captivity among the heathen, as the heathen know. But I have gathered them unto their own land, and have left none of them any more there. I mean, he'll take all of us. Neither will I hide my face any more from them. It's the kingdom, y'all. For I have poured out my spirit upon the house of Israel, the family of Israel, we the Israelites, said the Most High Power. Thus say the Most High. Jeremiah 30. Verse 18. Well, let's go up from there. Let's verse 17. So, for I will restore health unto thee, and I will heal thee of thy wounds, said the Most High. Because we got a wound that seemed like it's incurable. But the Most High said he the one that wound, he the one that healed. He said, for I will restore health unto thee, and I will heal thee of thy wounds, said the Most High. Because they called thee an outcast, saying, this is Zion, whom no man seeketh after. Nobody seeks after us. We're our banks. We're our corporations, our stores and so forth. Even those that have billions of dollars don't have corporations and things of that nature. They might sign up with one of these corporations of the Edomites. But where theirs at? They got enough money to have whatever they want, just like a billionaire, just like millionaires have. Where's our corporations at? Where the things that's created through the millions of dollars that, all the way to billions of dollars that we have to help us? It's not there. For this is Zion, this is the 12 tribes of Israel, whom no man seeketh after. Thus said the Most High, behold, I will bring again the captivity of Jacob's tents, and have mercy on their dwelling place. You keep hearing the Most High say you'll have mercy on we, the 12 tribes of Israel. He said, and have mercy on their dwelling places, and the city shall be builded upon her own heap, and the palace shall remain after the manner thereof, And out of them shall proceed thanksgiving, a real thanksgiving. Not no thanks-taking that y'all celebrate every year. Because wasn't nothing given to be thankful for. Everything was taken. That's why it's thanks-taking. But this is going to be the real thanksgiving. And out of them shall proceed thanksgiving. And the voice of them shall make merry. Going to be happy. And I will multiply them. You say, well, one man going to bring forth 1,000. 7 women going to take hold of 1 man. What did it say? And I will multiply them, and they shall not be few. I will also glorify them, and they shall not be small. They're going to be large and in charge. Their children also shall be as aforetime, and their congregation shall be established before me, and I will punish all that oppress them. Hear that? He said, I'm going to punish all that oppress them. That's why it says in verse 16, therefore all they that devour thee, those nations that devour us, from the past, the present, and the future, think they're going to devour us, shall be devoured. That's the judgment. Shall be devoured. Shall is future. Shall be devoured. And all thine adversaries, all our enemies, every one of them. So he's not discluding anyone. He said all our enemies, that's our adversaries, every one of them shall go into captivity, as it is written. And they that spoil thee shall be a spoil, and all that prey upon thee will I give for a prey. Understand this. Verse 20. Their children also shall be as aforetime, and their congregation shall be established before me, and I will punish all that oppress them, as it is written. And their nobles, those that's going to be in charge, the leaders, shall be of themselves, going to be of the Israelites. And their governor shall proceed from the midst of them, from the midst of us as the Israelites. And I will cause him to draw near, and he shall approach unto me. For who is this that engages his heart, his mind to approach unto me, said the Most High. Talk about they dealing with the Most High. When you read in Wisdom of Solomon 5 and 7, that you just listening, he said, we wearied ourselves in the way of wickedness and destruction. We have gone through deserts where there lay no way. As for the way of the Most High and the Mashiach of Shai, we have not known it, as it is written. And ye shall be my people, and I will be your power. Hear that? We're going to be the Most High's people. He's going to be our power. Listen, behold, the whirlwind of the Most High goeth forth with fury. This judgment. A continual whirlwind. That means it's going to never stop. Non-stop whirlwind. Non-stop hurricane. Non-stop tornado. Or whatever the Most High is going to have this whirlwind be to accomplish what it's going to say. Next, it shall fall with pain upon the head of the wicked. What is the wicked Edomites, wicked nations, wicked Israelites? All of them. This whirlwind, which is going to be continually going forth, going to fall with pain upon the head of the wicked. The fierce anger of the Most High shall not return until he have done it, and until he have performed the intents of his heart. He have performed the intents of his mind. In the latter days, that's what we in, y'all. The last days right now. In the latter days, ye shall consider it. That's why I'm considering all these things that are written in these scriptures pertaining to what we got to do to be accepted before the Most High. Solutions which are hidden in the mysteries of the Most High from the beginning of the world. Some are. And the things that we got to change within ourselves. Become a new creature, be born again, become a new man, a new woman. To be able to stand before the judgment seat of the Most High, while Mashiach of Shai, and they say, good and well done, servant. Come to the kingdom. Or, if not, you be thrown in the lake of fire, point blank. You got a choice to choose righteousness or wickedness. Those two choices you have, right or wrong. You know, that's it. Which one do you choose? Which one are you going to choose? Look at Romans 10 and 19. And this goes right with Deuteronomy 32 and 21, which we read earlier. That's why I say, when you look at the New Testament, you got to know the Old Testament to know what they're saying, because a lot of things, most of the things are reference of the Old Testament. Romans 10, 19. But I say, did not Israel know? First Moses said, Moses, the first 5 books of the Bible, I will provoke you to jealousy by them that are no people. Where we at? We in the Roman Empire when he's speaking these words. He said, I'm going to provoke you to jealousy by them that are no people. And by a foolish nation will I anger you. This is what he told us in Deuteronomy 32:21. But you think we paid attention? Nope. We didn't care. It said, not a nation, not a people, no people. So what are they? This is in the New Testament. The same thing he quoted in and told us in Deuteronomy 32:21. We read it earlier. I will provoke you to jealousy by them that are no people. No people. And by a foolish nation, I will anger you. Go to the book of Titus, if we can. Let's look at verse 3. It says, for we ourselves also were sometimes foolish, disobedient to the Most High, deceived by the devil, serving diverse lusts and pleasures, even on the Sabbath day, living in malice. You angry when you don't really have a cause to be angry, and envy, hateful, and hating one another. This is how we work. A lot of us. And some of you haven't changed. Become a new creature. You still have these hateful and hating your brother and your sisters to this day, man. Y'all still running with Willie Lynch syndrome. That's what he set up. That we'll be against each other. You can't have humility and be like this. But after that, when he called us to be illuminated into the Most High's laws, statutes, and commandments, the kindness and love of Mashiach Yahushua, our Savior, toward man appeared. Not by works of righteousness, which we have done. See, that's why you can't call yourself righteous. But according to his mercy, which is not getting something you deserve. He saved us. By the washing of regeneration and renewing of the Holy Spirit, which he said, I will not leave you comfortless, I will come to you. He said, you keep the commandments, he said, we will make our abode in you. That's the most sign of Mashiach Yahushua, which he shed on us abundantly through Mashiach Yahushua, our Savior. That being justified by his grace, which is getting something you don't deserve, we should be made heirs according to the hope of eternal life. You hear that? Through his grace that he gave us, not getting something getting something we don't deserve, that's grace. Mercy is not getting something that you do deserve to get. But through his grace, we should be made heirs according to the hope of eternal life. Through what he brought to us in dying for our wretched butts. But Israel don't want to accept that. Y'all think y'all worthy for him to come. Like people say, as long as his blood was red and he died for me. And they Gentiles. But they really Israelites, but they stand before you and proudly say like his blood's supposed to have been shed for them, for who they are. This is madness, man. Isaiah 13:9. Behold, the day of the Most High, power of hosts, power of armies, power of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, cometh. It's coming, y'all. Cruel, both with wrath and fierce anger, to lay the land desolate. And he shall destroy the sinners thereof out of it. We read Amos 9 and 10. And also, for all you to think that it's just us, that he's going to get, the Israelites, that he's going to get. Lamentations 4:22. The punishment of thine iniquity is accomplished, O daughter of Zion, O 12 tribes of Israel. He will no more carry thee away into captivity. So when you read the last curse in Deuteronomy 28:68, we went into captivity on ships. He said he's no more going to carry us away into captivity. He will visit thine iniquity. He's going to visit the wickedness, O daughter of Edom, other so-called white man. Indigenous, I might say. Caucasian. He will discover thy sins. See? He will discover their sins. That's why going back to Isaiah 13:9. Behold, the day of the Most High, while Mashiach, he's coming to judge and make war under the power of the Most High, Revelation 19:11, cometh cruel both with wrath and fierce anger, to lay the land desolate, and he shall destroy the sinners thereof out of it. Like he said, he's going to discover the Edomite sins and all you that's with them in the mindset of the God of this world that have blinded the minds of them that are lost. Listen what it says. For the stars of heaven and the constellation thereof shall not give their light. For all the destruction that's going to be going on in the air. You ain't going to see no sun, no moon. We already said that. And stars and so forth. But the stars of heaven and the constellation thereof shall not give their light. For all the destruction, that's the smoke and the soot and all that's going to be in the air. The sun shall be darkened in its going forth, and the moon shall not cause her light to shine, because you ain't going to see it. For all the destruction that's going to be going on. What did he say? Behold, the day of the Most High cometh cruel, both with wrath and fierce anger, to lay the land desolate. And he shall destroy the sinners thereof out of it. He's going to be killing people, coming to kill people. He said, I will punish the world for their evil. Verse 11. Yeah, he's going to punish the world for their evil, and the wicked for their iniquity. That's why he said, going to discover the sins of Edom, and the wicked for their iniquity. And I will cause the arrogancy of the proud to cease, and I will lay low the haughtiness of the terrible. See what he said? You're going to lay low on the haughtiness, the pridefulness of the terrible. He said, I will make a man more precious than fine gold, the Israelite man, even a man than the golden wedge of Ophir. That's the best gold. The golden wedge of Ophir, that was the best gold, y'all. This is what he said. Therefore, I will shake the heavens, and the earth shall remove out of her place in the wrath of the Most High power of hosts, and in the day of his fierce anger. That's why I look. That's why I go to Revelation 7:1. So you got the angels holding back this destruction that we're reading about now. But when the Mashiach Shai through the power of the Most High, say, release it. And after these things, Revelation 7:1, and after these things I saw 4 angels standing on the 4 corners of the earth, holding the 4 winds. That's the destruction of the earth. That's the destruction should not blow on the earth, nor on the sea, nor on any tree. And I saw another angel ascending from the east, having the seal of the living power, Mashiach Yahushai, as an angel. And he cried with a loud voice to the 4 angels, to whom it was given to hurt the earth and the sea. You see, that's their job, to hurt the earth and the sea. He's going to destroy all sinners. He's going to make the land desolate through the angels that you see here. Saying, hurt not the earth, neither the sea, nor the trees, till we have sealed the servants of our power in their foreheads. You see, that's we that are learning, living, and applying this truth in our life. You see, then he goes on to talk about the 144,000, which is 12,000 from each of the tribes of Israel, that they're saying has been done away with. Lying. Going back to Isaiah 13:13. Therefore I will shake the heavens, and the earth shall remove out of her place. Once he say, hey, now it's time. Now we're sealed. Now the men that are sealed with this truth, he have those numbers. He's going to allow those angels that are holding back the destruction to bring the destruction. Therefore I will shake the heavens, and the earth shall remove out of her place in the wrath of the Most High power of hosts, power of angels that we just read about. That's holding back the destruction on the 4 corners of the earth. And in the day of his fierce anger, this is what he say. And remember, say he gonna get all the sinners, right? And it shall be as a chased roe, gonna be as a chased deer, as a sheep that no man taketh of, like a sheep that nobody want to be bothered with. And it says, they shall every man turn to his own people, and flee everyone into his own land. So they're gonna be getting away from this place. They're gonna flee into their own land. Everyone that is found shall be thrust through. Everyone that's found will be killed. And everyone that is joined unto them, you gonna join unto them, following them. What's the verdict? Shall fall by the sword. It's judgment. That's why you got to look at if in the end they're going to say, as for the way of the Most High and the Mashiach Messiah, we have not known it, and the job of the devil is to deceive the whole world. And to tell you the wicked come out of the womb speaking lies. So you better question where you're at and just learn how to read a little. And I'll say where we're at, because we got to continue to look at this and look at what's right compared to what's wrong, and not allow them, whoever it is that's the wicked, to seduce us into following them to the judgment that's coming upon them and the wicked of our people, the Israelites, to hellfire. He said, everyone that is found shall be thrust through. And everyone that is joined unto them shall fall by the sword. He's going to kill you. Their children also shall be dashed to pieces before their eyes. Their houses shall be spoiled. What are you talking about? Verse 9, behold, the day of the Most High cometh. He said, their children also shall be dashed to pieces before their eyes. Their houses shall be spoiled, and their wives ravished. Raped. Now here, look at verse 19. And Babylon, the glory of kingdoms, the beauty of the Chaldeans' excellence shall be as when the Most High overthrew Sodom and Gomorrah. Sodom and Gomorrah, the Most High sent fire and brimstone down to the earth and burn up everybody in there. And left remnants of it that you can see. It's ancient. All the way back from Genesis It shall never be inhabited. Ain't nobody gonna live here. Neither shall it be dwelt in from generation to generation. Neither shall the Arabian pitch tent there. Neither shall the shepherds make their fold there. But wild beasts of the desert shall lie there. And their houses shall be full of doleful creatures. And owls shall dwell there. And Saturn shall dance there. And the wild beasts of the islands shall cry in their desolate houses. And dragons in their pleasant places. And her time is near to come. And her days shall not be prolonged. Understand this, overstand this, y'all. It's coming. It's looking us right in the face. And some people not knowing this, that we in the last days, they're not preparing for this. So what you gonna do when he come for you? Go to let's see. Go to Job 20 and 4. It says, knowest thou not this of old? This ain't nothing new, since man was placed upon earth. That the triumphing of the wicked is short, and the joy of the hypocrite but for a moment. Say the triumph of the wicked is short. You think about how they were brought into power as the Greeks, the Romans. The Most High cut their time short, ran them into the Caucasus Mountains. They came out, it's Ottoman Turks from 1453 approximately to 1492 to the Renaissance period to now. That's why I say the triumph of the wicked is short. It's short. And the joy of the hypocrite but for a moment. Though it's excellently mounted up to the heavens, he got his space station in the skies, his jets flying, and his head reached into the clouds. Yet he shall perish forever like his own dung. Dung is feces. They which have seen him shall say, where is he? He shall fly away as a dream and shall not be found. That's why I read to you, Revelation 12 and 12 say the devil know he got a short time coming down with much wrath. He shall fly away as a dream and shall not be found. Yeah, he shall be chased away as a vision of the night. Remember just say he's going to be chased like a deer. The eye also which saw him shall see him no more. Neither shall his place any more behold him. That's why I say it's going to be desolate. His children shall seek to please the poor, and his hand shall restore their goods. That's why Obadiah 17. Obadiah and 1. The vision of Obadiah, thus say the Most High Power concerning Edom. Right? So this is concerning Edom. He said in verse 10, for thy violence against thy brother Jacob, shame shall cover thee, and thou shalt be cut off forever. Okay? That's the judgment that we just read. And it's all throughout the Bible. Verse 17, this reparation right here. But upon Mount Zion shall be deliverance. That's salvation. Powers and authority that's coming to the Israelites on this earth. We got next forever and ever. And there shall be holiness. We're going to be keeping the law, statutes, commandments of the Most High. We're going to be following his rules and regulations. And the house of Jacob shall possess their possessions. See? That's why it says, his children are going to seek to please the poor. They tell you the wicked are a ransom for the righteous. So Jacob shall possess their possessions. So all y'all out there worried about reparations, we're going to have whatever we want. Beyond our imaginations. Beyond what we can even think about. But see, a lot of the problem that I see is people don't look at what's coming. Do you believe? Do you really believe that what you're reading about the day of the Most High is going to be at hand? Or you just think the world that you're living in now is going to last forever? Go to Zephaniah, the first chapter, verse 14. The great day of the Most High is near. It is near. But hear what the Spirit is saying. And hastens greatly. Even the voice of the day of the Most High, the mighty man shall cry there bitterly. You're going to see how macho and how powerful you is in this day, he said. Say, the mighty man shall cry there bitterly. That day is a day of wrath, a day of trouble and distress, a day of wasteness and desolation, destroying everything, a day of darkness and gloominess, a day of clouds and thick darkness, a day of the trumpet, an alarm against the fenced cities, so-called secured cities, and against the high towers. And I will bring distress upon men, and they shall walk like blind men, like they can't even see, because they have sinned against the Most High. The judgment coming for all you sinners. And their blood shall be poured out as dust, and their flesh as the dung. Neither shall silver nor their gold shall be able to deliver them in the day of the Most High's wrath. I don't care how much riches you have. You ain't gonna be able to buy your way into this. Don't buy your way out of it. Buy your way out of the wrath of the Most High. Neither their silver nor their gold shall be able to deliver them in the day of the Most High's wrath. But the whole land shall be devoured by the fire of his jealousy. For he shall make even a speedy riddance of all them that dwell in the land. Thus say the Most High. You ready for this? Are y'all really ready for the Most High? Because he bringing it. He bringing it. And he have a reason to bring wrath upon this earth, because nobody really enough is really, even we as Israelites, you know, like I look at it, it's like, who really looking at the Most High, the Most High, the Most High, the Most High, the Most High? We looking at us as the Israelites. You know, we got the kingdom, we got next, we got this, that, the third, whatever. But you better be understanding how you're going to get there. And that's through the Most High. He the one going to be all in all. But for you Edomites, he's telling you this. Zechariah 1:15. And all the rest of you nations that's following under the instructions of the Edomites. He's telling you this. Zechariah 1:15, he said, and I am very sore displeased with the heathen that are at ease. For I was but a little displeased. He said it was but a little displeased. And they helped forward the affliction. See, they helped forward the affliction on the children of Israel. You went over and above the call of duty in the way you afflicted us unto this day. But the Most High, he only gonna have mercy on Jacob and yet choose Israel and set us in our own land forever and ever and ever. Like you just say, we ain't going to captivity no more. When you say you're gonna visit the sins of the Edomites, that let you know the Edomites would have to be ruling in the end of the world. He gonna visit their sins, the things they done wrong. That's why he said, go to Revelations 21:4. And the Most High shall wipe away all tears from their eyes, and there shall be no more death, neither sorrow, nor crying, neither shall there be any more pain in the kingdom. For the former things are passed away. Ain't gonna be no remembrance of this former times. And he that sat upon the throne said, Behold, I make all things new. And he said unto me, Write, for these words are true and faithful. Let's see. That's why when you look at go to Matthew 7:15. Michael Shah said, Beware of false prophets, which come to you in sheep's clothing, like they're innocent, like they're real humble and all that. But inwardly, they are ravening wolves. Because anyone that hear this truth, as much as coming out to our people, the Israelites, anyone else that want to hear, and you go against it, you're a ravening wolf. And you're the enemy of the Most High, and you're the enemy of Mashiach Shai. You don't want this big black man to reign over you when he was in the flesh. Some of you don't even acknowledge the fact that he was a brother. You're scared. Some of you want everybody to be with you to make you be somebody. You watch when they have the election, you're gonna see the preachers running around with their chests up like this. What they gonna do? To get the black votes, they come up in the church. The preacher be walking around like, yeah, I'm somebody. Look, I got the executives coming to me for this wicked world. But Most High said what? An unjust king. Make it mean something different. And the most wicked in all the world. That's what he said. In Song of Three Holy Children, verse 9. This is what the Mashiach Shai said. He said, Beware of false prophets, which come to you in sheep's clothing, 3-piece suits on, ties, but inwardly they are ravening wolves. They come up, well, we sheep. That's why they appear as sheep, but inwardly they like ravening wolves. What do wolves do to a sheep? Eat it up. He said, Ye shall know them by their fruits. Do men gather grapes of thorns or figs of thistles? Do they do this? No. Even so, every good tree bringeth forth good fruit. So every good tree gonna bring forth good fruit. But a corrupt tree bringeth forth evil fruit. So how is it that y'all want to say that Romans 11:26 means all Israel shall be saved? All is a certain number. Look it up. I'm not talking about whatever it means that they made it mean today, but initially, when they wrote all in there, that's a certain number. And we know that certain number is from 1/3 of the 12 tribes of Israel. Because 2/3 of our people ain't good for nothing. This is what he said. Ye shall know them by their fruits. Do men gather grapes of thorns or figs or thistles? No. Even so, every good tree bringeth forth good fruit. But a corrupt tree bringeth forth evil fruit. You see? So, a person that's righteous gonna bring forth righteous fruit. But a corrupt tree bringeth forth evil fruit. You see that? This is what else he said. A good tree cannot bring forth evil fruit. So, even in the kingdom, y'all trying to say that every Israelite gonna be saved, they wicked as ever, but they gonna be saved anyway? No, he says a good tree, which if you make it, you're gonna be a good tree, cannot bring forth evil fruit. So how do evil, these cats as wicked as ever, against the Most High's chosen people, against everybody, even themselves, how they gonna come back to the righteous fruit, that's the good fruit, that's the one that's righteous. He said a good tree cannot bring forth evil fruit, neither can a corrupt tree bring forth good fruit. Every tree that bringeth not forth good fruit is hewn down and cast into the fire. Now you know that everlasting fire is waiting for everybody if you ain't a good fruit. Wherefore by their fruits ye shall know them. That's why he said, not everyone that said unto me, Mashiach, Mashiach, shall enter into the kingdom of heaven, but he that doeth the will of my Father, which is in heaven. Will of the Most High is to keep his commandments, keep his rules and regulations, keep his laws. Y'all don't like to hear that, but that's real. He wrote them with his finger, the work of the Most High. So you got a problem with that, you got a problem with the Most High. And you're not going to go into the kingdom of heaven. Many will say to me in that day, Mashiach, Mashiach, have we not prophesied in thy name? And in thy name cast out devils? And in thy name done many wonderful works? And then what I profess to them, this is deep, I never knew you. Depart from me, ye that work iniquity. Ye that sinners. He just said, I mean, right after he talk about the good fruit and the evil fruit, he's saying this. Everybody say, you that work, depart from me, you that work iniquity. You ain't going to the kingdom of heaven. You're not going. That's why he said, I mean, it's clear. I don't know why. And it makes it so that, like a brother told me, why I got to learn the truth? Why I got to do that? I'm going to be saved anyway. They just said it. I'm going to be saved. All Israel shall be saved. I'm going to be saved anyway. That's the mindset. That's why it's very important that you look at this. All is a certain number. Look it up. Zechariah 13 and 8. And it shall come to pass that in all the land, said the Most High, this is Zechariah 13 and 8. 2 parts, that's 2/3, therein shall be cut off and die, but the third shall be left therein. So he letting you know, 2 parts, 2/3, gonna be cut off and die. It didn't say live, it said 2/3 of our people gonna be cut off and die. But the third, that's 1/3, shall be left therein. And I will bring the third part through the fire, which is the word of the Most High, and will refine them as silver is refined. We're going to be refined. And will try them as gold is tried. They shall call on my name, and I will hear them. I will say, it is my people. And they shall say, the Most High is my power. And we should be saying now. It's all about, he said, and you shall know that I am the Most High. Y'all better understand that. You don't say that. You shall know that I am an Israelite. He always said, you gonna know that I am the Most High. Don't get it twisted. Don't think of your wildest dreams that you can find any other way besides what it's saying here in these scriptures. Learn it, live it, and apply it in your life. Isaiah. So why is it, if that's the case, why, that's what I was about to say, why I got to do all that y'all doing? I'm going to be saved anyway. Man, you better think again. The righteous scarcely going to be saved. And that's those that's trying to do right before the Most High, the will of the Most High. Isaiah 32 and 6. For the vile person will speak villainy, and his heart, his mind will work iniquity to practice hypocrisy and to utter error against the Most High. That's what's happening in a lot of these congregations, these secular churches especially, practicing hypocrisy and to utter error against the Most High, to make empty the soul of the hungry. See, you're supposed to be fair with this word. You can't tell me that you start from the beginning of this lesson all the way to the end that you ain't fair with the word of the Most High. You're supposed to be fair with this word of the Most High. You're supposed to be hungry and desire to eat this word. That's why it says. But those are they that are a vile person that's speaking villainy to his congregation, to the people that he's so-called supposed to be teaching in error against the Most High, because it's his word, to make empty the soul of the hungry. They want to be fed this truth, and you allow them to remain empty, like they say. You be baptized. You got to get baptized in water. You go down a dry devil, you come up a wet devil, because you don't know nothing about the word of the Most High, as it is written, and what it's talking about. You utter error against the Most High to make empty the soul of the hungry, and he will cause the drink of the thirsty to fail. They thirsty for the word, but you cause them to fail in your religions. The instruments also of the churl are evil. He devises wicked devices to destroy the poor by lying words. Look at all these. Look how they program us in slavery to follow their religions. Look at how, even as we read, Antiochus Epiphanes, that wicked Edomite king, had us to forget our laws. And everybody gonna be one people, New World Order. And we're supposed to forget our laws, which is evil. The instruments also of the churl are evil. They're evil. And you cannot make it righteous. His schemes and his plans to empty our souls from following the truth of the Most High and saying that we're not under the law of the Most High. That's why I say the instruments also of the churl are evil. He devises wicked devices to destroy the poor by lying words. Remember, the wicked are estranged from the womb. They go astray as soon as they be born, speaking lies. The devil's job is to deceive the whole world. Deceit means to lie. He devises wicked devices to destroy the poor with lying words, even when the